And today we're talking about the final piece of the Ethereal Islet puzzle, Poison Islet. We started with Plasma Islet, then Mech, then Shadow and then Crystal earlier in the year, and now we are officially closing the book on the Ethereal Islet with Poison Islet. This is like one of the last islet prediction videos I'm going to make because there's no more islets to predict. We've been like making prediction videos since Mech and it's finally going to be over. Once Poison Islet releases, the entire Ethereal Islet saga is complete. So today we're covering everything, the full cast, our final Primordial Tunefor, the release date I think I've actually nailed down quite well, and even a stab at how the song might come together, which, for a fair warning, is not really my strength. But we'll get into that. Let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. Let's start with the roster, because this is a genuinely stacked cast of monsters. Poison Islet is bringing us Humbug, Gelbilly, Kazelian, Dragon, Fungprey, Blaret, Ogler, Flask, Piplash, Exert, Teeter and Oogiddy. Now here's a fun little detail before we move on. This is actually Humbug and Oogiddy's very first islet appearance. And since Poison Islet is the last islet, it makes their last appearance. It's kind of a nice send-off, honestly, to a more chaotic personality heavy monsters in the Poison element family, finally getting their moments on this islet, right at the very end of the Islet saga. The rest of the cast is exactly what you would expect from a completed Ethereal Islet lineup, a mix of Poison doubles and triples we've been building towards for months. Alongside our mystery monster for today, the Earth Primordial itself, which brings us into the next section. With Lobe, Bogle, Fandle and Drawer all being released already, Tunefor is the last Primordial standing, and all signs point to it finally releasing, arriving with Poison Islet, because it's the only one left. We've had this monster's design in plain sight for a while. Obviously, it appeared as a statue in Dawn of Fire as a currency pack, and again as a decoration in the Life Formula skin. The statue design right there on screen right now is obviously what the Tunefor design is going to be based off, like any of the other Primordials. But we've actually got more than just the statue to go off of for the Tunefor's design. There's a small but genuinely useful hint buried in Tunefor's sticker in the summary sticker album. Two phrases stood out to me, but only two phrases. Should there be some sort of protective covering for its dorsal cavity, and large ears can sense seismic vibrations. You know, if you read between the lines there, that's telling us two things. Its back is going to be a key focal point of the design, likely some kind of shell or plane that helps play its instrument, and its ears are going to be functionally important as well, not just decorative. That seismic vibration line especially is interesting because it suggests some sort of like sound or sensing ability tied directly into the ears, which honestly, for a monster on Poison Islet where they're all toxic and stuff, it gives a nice little identity to Tunefor. Now, let's actually talk design, because I want to properly go through this concept by Grizz, because I think it nails exactly what those hints are pointing towards. Look at this thing. The base body is this hunched, almost turtle-like stance, dark red skin covered in these little raised bumps and dark markings all over, which already gives it that damp, poisonous, swamp-like thing vibe straight away. But the actual showstopper here is the back. Obviously, its instrument is drums. It's using its ears as hands to play it like this. It's using its ears as hands to play its instrument. But not only that, the ears are playing the two first drums, but the further back drum is played by a mini Tunefor itself. How cool is that? That is like awesome. And there's even a little baby Tunefor in the pouch like a kangaroo. And to the left and right of that baby Tunefor, the Earth sigil is on the knees. How awesome is that? There is also a symbol on the right coming off a dead tree. The attention to detail on this design is honestly insane. Then you've got the face. It's this wonderfully lopsided, cute expression.
Ayun guys,